Alright, good afternoon everybody. You're very welcome here to the Ladies Homecoming in Park Talton. As everybody flags, scarves. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, that's the energy we need, lads. So to kick off proceedings, we have on Kate Clunella are going to play you a few tunes. I hope I said that right, ladies. Yeah, sound. So give up for the girls before they clap. A big bull bus, please. Woo!
Cechi Wilship, tá sé go háling about it down. It is so lovely to be here with you in Navan City Centre where dreams come true, celebrating the Meath Ladies that are absolutely fantastic. So let's give them a big bull bus before they come. Woohoo! Buzzing. Okay, class. So, by Cuids Gun the Horn chatting Gaeilge, by Cuids Gun the Horn and Merla, some of these songs will be Os Gaeilge, you're all set to go. And some of these songs will be Os Berla in English, you'll know them, you'll figure out what's going on. So we're going to start off slowly, we'll pick it up. August, when in doubt, ye stomp away, you're on the beat, okay? That's your job, okay? Are you all set? Let's try that. Okay, perfect. Okay, now we're gonna rest now for 2 seconds, and once you hear, okay, I think I know how this beat goes, you work away. Okay, perfect.
Sukwini na du Roma Near hingle kapon no kuyara Adikit puinu ka Margin darlum se amai free No any name re award.
Good job.
She les me adding she creeroa. Those pearl more father Kelly and the Lord Halakan keys lifar. Buchamale Oganakiana, Buchamale Winuka. Old Buchamale coming the Tito. Ach, I get queen as
Good job, Masha.
My vast and mohila, barely mission on me the fire. Is my behind and if we have this, it's got the rinky dress. Hiding it all of the shelter, wanting it each tirash. Is that it you're gonna want any rain? Ah, a rocket or she's a mach. Africa sucker she last leave the shit it been their fault. Can't block some more some winter, right? She can't constant. Post to God a visual, so saga the hill go ma. Is he dog go on them city show? Ah, a rocket or she's a mach.
honestly the fabbest clapping we have ever seen. Mashib, this is just prep for when the Meath Ladies arrive, you know yourselves. Agus is bain chéadú an eile in Merla. So the next song is called Billy Taylor. Agus is a bit of drama, right? So basically, tá on the van show, tá she rála Billy Taylor. This woman, she's in love with Billy Taylor and he leaves her. And normally that's the end of the song, but this woman, she's different. She's feisty, she's a Meath woman, and she takes matters into her own hands, right? So ye keep an eye out to see, okay, what does she do? It's not very Disney Channel, but it's great all the same. So Shad Aggie, Billy Taylor. Okay, the beat is now.
Young Billy Taylor walking out with his lady gay. Fall-a-da-dum-dum-day-day, fall-a-da-dum-dum-day, fall-a-da-dum-dum-day-day, fall-a-da-dum-dum-day. She dressed herself in sailor's clothing, oh, but she was a pretty young man. Away she sailed upon the ocean, all aboard the Mary Ann. Storm blew up upon the water, shipping there among the rest. The wind blew off her silver buttons, and there appeared a snow white breast. Fall-a-da-dum-dum-day-day, fall-a-da-dum-dum-day, fall-a-da-dum-dum-day-day, fall-a-da-dum-dum-day. Well said the captain, my dear lady, what misfortune brought you here? I'm in search of my true lover whom you've pressed the other year. Well, to the captain, my dear lady, tell to me this young man's name. Some folk call him Billy Taylor, William Taylor is his name. Fall-a-da-dum-dum-day-day, fall-a-da-dum-dum-day, fall-a-da-dum-dum-day-day, fall-a-da-dum-dum-day. If Billy Taylor is your true lover, then he has proved to you untrue. Instead of Billy getting married, left you here alone to room. Rise you early in the morning, early at the break of day. There you'll spot young Billy Taylor walking out with his lady gay. Fall-a-da-dum-dum-day-day, fall-a-da-dum-dum-day, fall-a-da-dum-dum-day-day, fall-a-da-dum-dum-day. She rose early up next morning, early at the break of day. There she spotted young Billy Taylor walking out with his lady gay. Gun and pistol she commanded, gun and pistol at her side. There she shot young Billy Taylor walking out with his new mate bride. Fall-a-da-dum-dum-day-day, fall-a-da-dum-dum-day, fall-a-da-dum-dum-day-day, fall-a-da-dum-dum-day, fall-a-da-dum-dum-day-day, fall-a-da-dum-dum-day, fall-a-da-dum-dum-day-day, fall-a-da-dum-dum-day. Masha?
Fantastic, Mashib. So it's muide on chéad chlún eile. So repeat after me. On chéad.
On chéad
Chlún eile.
chlún eile.
So on chéad chlún eile, also repeat after me. A-C-G-E. Very good. We're not AC/DC for the older members in the audience. Very different vibes. Ach, is muide on chéad chlún eile. Agus on chéad chlún eile means the next knee, while also meaning the next generation. Agus we're from the Rockharan. Gaeltacht also goes by Rockharan City Centre. Love us to us, hands up who has ever been to Rockharan City Centre, like a 10-minute drive from here. Anyone who's ever been? Perfect. Let's give a bula bus to anyone who has ever been to Rockharan City Centre. Go hauling. I'm sure they can actually hear us here in Navan, which is fantastic. So on Chéador an Eile Dearhasmus, the next song we're going to sing, it's called Tá Muchlean na Stianta. Every first verse is Oscoilge, so you can test yourself to see what's going on. And every second verse is Osbearla in English. So you can be like, oh my gosh, my Irish is unreal. I'm class. I knew what the story was. Okay, so every first verse Oscoilge, every second verse Osbearla in English. Happy days. give your hands a break here. Tá mé lean is dianta arú a read sní mú mágada ní an ben lo mé ach fo cum mui is mo malo mé et fudun da or show. Let's see if you got it right now.
My match was made here last night to a girl I neither love nor like, but I'll take my own advice and I'll leave her behind and go roam in the wild ones all over. You measure head agus, you measure year, you measure car, go is rozach I rockle. Ach saul come mochalitas, ni akka measure yav, she band over dog mori prote. I roved up and I roved down. I walked Cork, Dublin and Belfast towns, but no equal to Mochalitas could I find. She's the wee lass that's left my heart broken. Dynamite Martin go wood river is late my letted on Villa Road. Gerhol man says we don't get it wrong. Gorilla she went horse all I got up 2 hours before dawn and I got a letter. I heard the blackbird and spit out in a row. My love has crossed the ocean. Ordo mama jota is goa manatia, Sutorer mochalina doga mama via. By Meath Ladies kuna brate, it has so down jole.
Just do oral. I think oral. Oral? Yeah. I'd say Ramblin Rover. I'd say Ramblin Rover. Really? Yeah. Okay. Mashib, love your work. Okay, so here on our second last song is called Ramblin Rover. You might know it, might not, no panic. Ach, there's a bit of devilment in it. Us for the, yeah, do you know what? I won't explain much. Ach, there's a hauling of chat over down that is so lovely to be with you here. A Bark Talton, so nice. Agus, growing up literally 10 minutes down the road, a Rock City Centre, as aforementioned. We grew up only speaking Oscailge and singing all of these songs. So we're shaking it up today with a bit of Bearl, a bit of English here, bit of Irish there. So happy days. So Shad Agate Ramblin Rover. Hey. Oh, you're on the beat now. Good job.
Oh, there's sober men aplenty, drunk is barely 20. There are men of over 90 who have never yet kissed a girl. But give me a Ramblin Rover, 3 Orkney down to Dover. We'll roam the country over and together we'll face the world.
Good job on the claps.
I have roamed through all the nations, delight of all creation, enjoyed a wee sensation when the company that was kind. Though in parting was no pleasure, I drunk another measure to the good friends that we treasure, for they always are in our mind. Oh, there's sober men and plenty, drunk it's barely 20. There are men of over 90 who have never yet kissed a girl. But give me a Ramblin Rover, 3 Orkney down to Dover. We'll roam the country over and together we'll face the world. There are many that fame enjoyment for merciless employment. Their ambition was this deployment from the minute they left the school. They save and scrape and ponder while the rest go out and squander. See arthritis. Your bones have got colitis. You've galloping bronchitis, and you're thinking it's time you died. You've been a man of action, though you're lying there in traction. You may get some satisfaction thinking, look at least I tried. Oh, there's sober men aplenty, drunkards barely 20. There are men of over 90 who have never yet kissed a girl. Oh, give me a Ramblin Rover, 3 Orkney down to Dover. We'll roam the country over, and together we'll face the world. Oh, there's sober men aplenty, drunkards barely 20. There are men of over 90 who have never yet kissed a girl. Oh, give me a Ramblin Rover, 3 Orkney down to Dover. We'll roam the country over, and together we'll face the world.
Okay, so we're going to finish on this song. Please God, you all know it. Repeat after me. Is broling on V. Is broling on V. So we love Meath. Is sprawling on V. And won't that be so nice to say that to the ladies when they come on stage? We'll be like, oh, sprawling on V. Ma, Shib, love your work. We'll finish on this. Agus, an Thoran Shaw, Oro Shedavahawala. Surely some of us know it. Surely most of us know it. If not, there's a chorus. You're on the chorus and you're also on beat. You've lots of jobs now for this one. Okay, are you all set with your bray? Ta, perfect. This section here, you're Ray. With Chip Ray, are you ready? Perfect. This lovely section here, you're all set to go. Okay, fabulous. You're going to have to carry your team here. Okay, perfect. Let's go. So, Orasha the Vahawala, we're all on the chorus. We can take the verses if you don't know them. Okay, but we're all on the beat. Let's see now. Yeah. Yeah, we will. Yeah. Okay, let's see now. It's okay. And we're going to slow it down slightly. Good job, we're very in sync.
Oh, Rosha the Vahawala, oh, Rosha the Vahawala, oh, Rosha the Vahawala. Anishar Tantara, Shade the Vahavan Bole, were Bay or Glahuva, in even the Hugira, Ishelle Merlach, Sudil to Lesh no Gola, oh, Rosha the Vahawala, oh, Rosha the Vahawala, oh, Rosha the Vahawala, Anisha Tantara, Shade the Vahavan Bole, were Bay or Glahuva, in even the Hugira, Ishelle Merlach, Sudil to Lesh no Gola, oh, Rosha the Vahawala, oh, Rosha the Vahawala, oh, Rosha the Vahawala, Anisha Tantara, Tagron you will it your tarsale, oh, we are money, Margot, Bail it in you see Frankness Bonnie, is good as you through a gargola, oh, Rosha the Vahawala, oh, are we all singing? Oh, Rosha the Vahawala, Anisha Tantara. Together, oh, Rosha the Vahawala, oh, Rosha the Vahawala, oh, Rosha the Vahawala, Anisha Tantara. Last time ever, oh, Rosha the Vahawala, oh, Rosha the Vahawala, oh, Rosha the Vahawala, Anisha Tantara.
Mashib! Heute Tashib Intach, we are on Chiach Lunella and Jennifer Lee harpist, Gromor Mitach. Slan!
Pull once more for the ladies. Give it up for the Make Some Noise. Good ladies. Now I have to hand you over to the actual MC. They wouldn't touch a ginger with the job. So David is here. He's a podcaster. He's an MC. He's a very sharply dressed man. David, whenever you're ready to take the stage, it's all yours.
Thank you very much, Conor. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, give it up for Céad Clune Ella. They were brilliant. How are we feeling, folks? I believe the ladies are about half an hour out. Are we all looking forward to seeing them? So when they arrive, they'll all be brought up to stage here. You'll get a chance to see them, but then after we finish here, they'll be behind the dugouts and everybody will get the opportunity to meet them, get an autograph, get a selfie, whatever you're into, and the girls will be kind enough to stay around and meet everybody, so you'll get your opportunities to do that afterwards. So before we get going, and before I hand back to Conor for some tunes before the girls come, I'm going to welcome out David Sheehan. He's the LMFM sports correspondent for a quick chat. So ladies and gentlemen, please give David a big round of applause. Okay, Dave. We were in Croke Park yesterday. Obviously very disappointing, the nature, the result and everything. But I think we've all had a chance to maybe sleep on it, come in today, think about the year objectively as a whole, and all things considered, it's been a brilliant year for the Meath Ladies.
Yeah, it's been a great year for them. I mean, when you look at where they were at the last couple of years, obviously the back-to-back wins, and then kind of things like went into a little bit of a lull last year, the year before, change of management and all that kind of stuff. And I guess for people who have been following the team, we said it yesterday on the broadcast, like there was only 5 of the team started yesterday that started the 2021 final. So a huge amount of new players have come through. And you'd have to imagine that a lot of those new players, the likes of Ciara Smith and a few of the other girls that have come through, they were, as Jenny said yesterday, they were watching that team winning All-Ireland in 2021 and 2022. So it can come very quickly that girls that are like watching on here tonight that are 14, 15 now, in 3 or 4 years' time, they'll be pulling on the Meath jersey as well. So I think a huge amount of positives. Probably Meath caught a lot of people by surprise in the semi-final. That performance against Kerry was fantastic. And unfortunately yesterday, just come up against the Dublin team who, again, we talked about it before the game, probably had a bit more experience. I think 5 or 6 of that Dublin team were over 30. Meath didn't have anybody over 30, and Meath's average age was 24, Dublin's was 28. So that bit of extra experience, that little bit of extra conditioning and physicality that you get when you've been around a county setup for a long time as well, stood to Dublin, and they were deserved winners on the day, obviously. But I think, you know, everybody here has turned out for a team to show their appreciation, and they well deserve it. They've put in a great shift this year, and it's been a brilliant year for them, and for Shane as well in his second year in charge to get them to an All-Ireland final. It was brilliant for them, yeah.
It's been a brilliant year for the county as well. Obviously the men's team have kind of come from the ashes as well in many ways, as well as the women. We're not far off, are we? Surely we're pretty close now.
Yeah, I think so. And I suppose the other thing that we kind of look at when we talk about sport and, you know, teams getting to finals and coming up a little bit short. I mean, you only have to look at Louth yesterday. You know, Louth lost the junior final last year. They were devastated after that. There was a little bit of turmoil afterwards. They came back this year. They got across the line yesterday over against Antrim. Bit of a nervy finish for them, but they got it done. So I think you can't underestimate the benefit of getting to an All-Ireland final. I know the girls coming in here later on chatting, and last night it won't have felt like that. They would have been devastated, and Shane McCormick mentioned it after the game that they were gutted, and he was gutted for them, and there were a few tears, I'm sure, shed after the game. But I think as the weeks and months pass and you come into next season, that the benefit of being in an All-Ireland final, a bit like the men in the Leinster final playing in front of a huge crowd, like that experience, whatever the team is, playing in front of a big crowd in Croke Park, if you come up short, it's a little bit of extra motivation for the following year. But I think you can't underestimate the experience of going out in All-Ireland final day. And I'm sure there were a lot of nerves there from a lot of the girls that maybe hadn't been around the first time. That's understandable. But you kind of bank that experience and then you go again next year. And as you said, they're not that far away. You know, okay, beaten by a superior Dublin team, but that Dublin team can't go on forever either. And I think, you know, the girls will kind of back themselves to go again next year and as I say, bank that experience and take the confidence with them that they got from the win here against Tipperary, the win against Kerry, which was such a great performance, as I said. So huge amount of positives, and as you said, yeah, not that far away. Just a matter of keeping the show on the road, as Shane said, keeping everybody together and going again next year.
I have to ask you about the refereeing. I suppose, look, it was one of the talking points from the day. Whoops. It was one of the talking points from the day yesterday, I suppose. Not just the refereeing, it's something we end up talking about a lot of the time when we talk about ladies football, Dave. And the inconsistencies and the uncertainties and everything that goes along with it. What's your take on it and on what should happen if the LGFA are to sit together, bash their heads together and try and make the game better? Maybe like the men's equivalent have done this year.
Yeah. I suppose the one thing, you know, from speaking to girls after matches, and I spoke to, I think it was Shauna Ennis or Niamh Galogly on the pitch here after one of the games earlier this year in the league, and the new rules had just come into the men's game and they were a big talking point at the time. And I remember asking a couple of the girls, what rules would you like to see changing, or what would you like to see change in general? And what you always hear, and it's for Meath, Dublin, Kildare, Kerry, Cork, every time any of the girls that play are asked the question, what would you like to see change? And physicality, physicality, physicality is always the thing you hear them saying. We want to see more physicality. We're in the gym, we're training hard, we want to see more contact allowed. There was one actually in, but I think you've got a couple of ticks in ladies football before you get a book. And I think maybe that collective team fouling that we see in rugby, where if it doesn't matter who makes the foul, if there's 3 or 4 cynical fouls in a row, whoever makes the 4th one or the 5th one, they're going off on a yellow card. And I think something like that needs to be looked at, because it was so obvious yesterday watching the game that every time Meath broke out, they were brought down. And I think Fergal Lynch had the stat afterwards that there were a number of fouls in the first half within shooting distance where they were brought down. So I think that's something that maybe they could look at. And maybe it doesn't matter, as I say, which player has made the most recent foul. If there's been 3 or 4 before it, it's a team game and it's a team tactic, then sorry, someone's got to go. And look, that's not to say if Meath were leading the game, they wouldn't have done the same thing. Yeah. It's more a problem with the rules. We're not blaming Dublin for this. It's just more a problem with a kind of a bit of a loophole there. So yeah, there's a few things that they could look at, but that yesterday was a big frustration, certainly.
Looking back towards home, I suppose you talked about Meath being a young team, plenty of really good, young, talented players. Maybe in stark contrast to what Dublin have done, really. They're probably at the end of their time, really, and maybe a lot of those players will step away. Who are the players in Meath that you've been most impressed with this year, I suppose, of the newer brigade that have come through?
Well, I suppose Ciara Smith is probably the one that sticks out. Like, even there yesterday, she got a couple of balls, and she's just such a... it reminds me nearly of Graham Gowrie or one of those sort of players, like Kieran Caulfield, whoever we have on the men's side, who she just glides across the pitch when she gets the ball into her hand. She's such a stylish operator. She was brilliant. And again, like Carla Keeley, one of the newer players coming in. But again, you talk about the older hands. Like I think Mary Kate's like 23, right? And she's an old head in the team at this stage. But I suppose definitely, and Kerry Cole, I suppose we can't ignore her either. So Kerry Cole, Carla Keeley, and Ciara Smith, all brilliant this year. And just so much football ability there, and just a little bit more experience, and maybe another few years operating at that level to bring them on. But as we said, the likes of Mary Kate, who's been around probably 5-6 years at this stage. Katie New, injured yesterday, is still around as well, and she'll be back, and a really key player for them. So even the players who've been around a few years are still in the main quite young and have a lot more years to give. So, but there's a huge amount of hope. And again, look, the 20s as well, winning last week against Dublin. So there's obviously a little bit of a kind of a conveyor belt of talent coming through. We'll see a few of those girls coming into the panel, I'm sure, next year as well. So yeah, look, there's a huge amount to be positive about. Unfortunately, yesterday wasn't their day, but it's been a great year for them all around.
Unfortunately, no Brendan Martin Cup coming back, but in terms of individual accolades, we talked about men's getting maybe in a couple of All-Stars. What about the ladies? Surely there's 3 or 4 All-Stars in that team from yesterday.
Well, we're standing beside Navan O'Mahony's, and if Robin Murray doesn't get an All-Star, I'll be amazed. Absolutely unbelievable. And a friend of mine who coaches in DCU and would have worked with Robin, and he, even before she came into the Meath setup, he was telling me this one is something special. And talking about stylish players, she could play wing back, wing forward, anywhere, absolutely outstanding. So she's definitely one. I suppose, Emma Duggan probably maybe nailed on for one as well. Kerry Cole. There's been a few that have been really outstanding, and I'd imagine, I'd say 3 or 4. You never really know how the All-Stars are going to go, depending on the competition for particular places and that kind of stuff. But I'd say, I'd imagine 3 or 4 All-Stars, certainly at least. And again, that's a little bit of a kind of a nod to those individuals and to the teamwork that's gone on across the course of the year. And again, something for the girls to kind of build on next year. And it's a personal accolade, it's not a team accolade. But look, we all love getting a little personal nod as well. And that'll be an inspiration to the girls and to everybody watching on here as well to go again next year,
Very much so. Just finally, the Meath support, who are, in fairness, here in their numbers today, and it would have been easy, we've seen the Cork, homecoming cancelled. It would have been easy after a defeat like that to not be here.
Cuts you if it matters to you and if you care about it, you know what I mean? And they obviously care massively. The management, the players are all in this together. So I think it's kind of a little bit about sort of bottling that feeling and obviously learning lessons from it as well. Like they had that bad defeat against Dublin in the league earlier this year, and they learned a lot of lessons from that. We were there that day. It was a bit of an inquest afterwards among the senior players and the management, and they regrouped and they fixed what they needed to fix, and they got back on the horse and they marched on through to an All-Ireland final. And yesterday didn't happen for them, but certainly like just to kind of take the lessons from it. I'm not sure when the video session will happen. It might be a little while after yesterday to put a little bit of separation between it. But look back on the game and see what lessons can be learned from it, and where did things maybe go wrong. What sort of things that didn't go right that they would have expected to go right, or where did they maybe get caught out with the tactical side of stuff. But there's so much to work on. You have good days, you have bad days. Unfortunately, yesterday was a bad day, but this Meath team has given us plenty of good days in the past, and I've no doubt they will again in the future.
Very well said, David. Thanks a million. Ladies and gentlemen, give David Sheehan a big round of applause. You can bring that with you. Okay, folks, we are going to take a few minutes of a break. I'm going to hand it back to Connor on the decks, and the ladies will be in very soon. So just stay put for another 5-10 minutes, and the girls will be on soon. Thank you. All right, folks. The Meath Ladies are in the house. Are we ready to meet the players, lads? So basically, I'm going to call them out one by one with their clubs. Give every single one of them a huge round of applause. We have 30 in total to bring out, and then we'll bring out the management after that. Are we ready? Okay, the first one out is the Meath captain from Dunamore Ashburn, Aimee Cleary. Next up, our goalkeeper from Navan O'Mahony's, Robin Murray. Next up, our cornerback from St Michael's, Anya Sheridan. The fullback from Summerhill, Mary Kate Lynch. A girl who we badly missed yesterday from Ratoath, Katie New. The centre half back from St Peter's the Boyne, Sarah Wall. Ratoath's Amy Gaffney. Dunamore Ashburn's Ciara Lawler. Former All-Ireland winning captain from Nafina, Sean Ennis. Another one from St Peter's the Boyne, it's Katie Birmingham. Next up, the Chucklin Royal Gales, Ella Moyles. From St Columkills, it's Natalie Davitt. The Chucklin Royal Gales star, Niamh McAtee. From Dunamore Ashburn, it's Clodagh Millington. Next up, Oldcastle's Orla Smith. Anna Miles is next from D Rangers. Please welcome out St Patrick's Club woman, Tori Foster. The Chucklin Royal Gales, Sivo Murray. Another Meath great who we've missed badly this year, Dunamore Ashburn's Moira O'Shaughnessy. And finally, last by no means least, from Manalvi, Aimee Corcoran. O'Shaughnessy. Audrey Kelleher-Murphy. Patrick Peters. Packy Riley. Wayne Freeman. One left, lads, yeah? Give it up for Shane McCormack. All right, folks, one more time, give it up for the Meath Ladies and the management team. You're All-Ireland runners-up. Get the flags up, everybody on their feet, come on! Absolutely brilliant. Fair play, folks. I know the ladies and the management team really appreciate the support that you've given all season. We'll have a chat with a couple of them in a few moments. But before we do, I'd like to welcome up the Coherlock of the Meath County Council to say a few words. Please welcome Councillor Wayne Harding.
COVID, your strength and determination to win right up until the last minutes yesterday is something to behold for everybody within Meath. You are an exceptional group of ladies. You create a collective energy that is truly infectious throughout the county. And your generosity of time to the children who adore you, after each match, no matter what the result, you stay ages on the pitch for these children to get pictures with you. It's as admirable as any success you've had on the pitch. Evidence of that is a child from our village in Slane, Kelsey Smith, who's here today, who managed to get the whole panel around her in the last 2 weeks. And that's the same for everyone, and it really is something you should be deeply proud of. You have team leaders all over the pitch who goes around right till the last minute, encouraging you to give everything you have until that final whistle. You even have the odd leader who encourages the referees to do the exact same, and sometimes they don't necessarily do that, but you can encourage them anyway. As a GAA fan all my life, I want to thank you for what you do for the people of Meath. You were an inspiration. The best of luck in everything you do on the pitch. More days will come, more success will come, but off the pitch as well. You are a true inspiration. Thank you very much for everything you do for your county. Thank you.
Thanks to Councillor Wayne. Okay, folks, before we grab a few words with some of the members of the team, I'd like to invite the Meath Ladies County Board Chairperson, Mr. Colin McManus, to the stage, please.
Folks, on behalf of all the players, the management and the executive of the County Board, the support that you give the girls throughout the year is phenomenal. And that's come back to 2020 and all along. And this year, when they needed a big support and that 16 player behind them, you were here and you packed out here in Park Talton for the Tipperary game. And down to Tullamore for the All-Ireland semi-final against Kerry. And a huge attendance yesterday in Croke Park to back the girls once again. So on behalf of the management, all the girls and the county board, we would like just to say a big thank you to you for all that you have done for these wonderful players. Thank you very, very much.
Thanks to Colin. Aoibhinn, can I grab you in the middle? I'll try and get up, not fall. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, great to have Aoibhinn Cleary beside me. Aoibhinn, you're here for another few days, I think, are you, at least?
A couple of days, yeah. Thank you.
You've got a mic on your own. Talk to us a little bit about, I suppose, the emotions coming into the hotel where there was such a huge Meath crowd gathered. It must have been quite special to see that.
Yeah, definitely. Like, obviously, we were very disappointed, I suppose, after the performance and after the loss, but to come back to me then and see the support that was out for us was just incredible and a really special feeling, and we do really, really appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. So, yeah, thank you to everyone who did come out.
I was saying to David before you came in that, you know, a lot of you have tasted success, won the Brendan Martin Cup, but a lot of the players are only at the beginning or the infancy of their, you know, senior careers. This is probably only the start for them, and I know yesterday was a really tough day, but that's going to be huge for them going forward, and hopefully, you know, looking into next year and beyond, that'll be the making of this team.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I think, yeah, there has been a huge turnover since, going back to 21-22. But there's just such a good group of girls together at the minute. Like, it really is a special group of girls. And I think if everyone just sticks with it, there's a lot more to come from this team. So.
Absolutely. Talk to us a little bit about the sport. Colm's touched on it. Councillor Wayne did as well. They've been absolutely incredible, and this isn't just this year. This is for the last 5 or 6 years. It's been something else, and I know it's something that you really feel when you go out onto the field.
Yeah, like I think, as you say, the sport over the last number of years from our Meath supporters has just been incredible, and I think especially over the last few weeks, we've really felt it. Here against Tipperary and in Tullamore against Kerry and then again in Croke Park yesterday, like we really do feel that crowd behind us, and it drives us on so much, and it really makes such an impact. I'm not sure if people even realise the impact it has, but we are so grateful for it, and we're so appreciative for everyone that's out here again today.
Just a word for the management as well. I know you think the world of them as well. There's too many to mention. I'll leave that to Shane to do when I'm talking to him. That's his thing. But they've been absolutely brilliant with you as well.
Yeah, look, I honestly can't speak highly enough of them. And I think on behalf of all the players, like, we do want to thank them from the bottom of our hearts as well for the work that they've put into this team, and more than anything for the belief they've had in us since day one. Everyone that's involved is just brilliant, and I say special group of players, but it's also a special group in general, like the management, players, county board, everyone included. So yeah, as players, we just want to thank them so much for constantly believing in us and constantly pushing us to really get the best out of ourselves. So we're so grateful.
Before you depart, I have one more thing to ask, right? And you don't have to do it. You can do it. You can take one for the team. We haven't heard Beautiful Meath tonight yet. We want you to either start it, or we want you to nominate somebody to start it. Connor's going to have the song ready to rock here in a second.
I'm definitely going to hand this one off to Moira O'Shaughnessy. Moira and her mother Mary, a duet. Yeah.
Big applause for Moira and Mary, folks.
Come on.
I'll leave this one up to my mother, my dearest mother. No, you can. You're great. Go on. Huh?
I'll be a backup track. We'll all start. We'll join in there. Moira. You can.
Many counties in Ireland, but there's no one I'm longing to see. It has been a part of my homeland, and it brings back fond memories to me, where I wandered alone in my childhood, reviewing the I once seen. Come on. Trotting down through the fogs and the forest, around the beautiful county of Meath. Everyone! Oh, beautiful Meath, you're all that I need. Your rivers, they flow with delight. Your fields are so to be seen. The town is so gay, so bright. Fishing down on the Boyne, I remember the time you would think it was all just a dream. But wherever you roam, there's no place like home, and the beautiful county of Meath. Very good. Done.
Ladies, cheers. Mr. McCormick, out here, right there. And don't move. Lads, if you don't realise, you probably wouldn't see this when you're doing the interviews, right? When you're interviewing Shane, he's an awful tendency of walking backwards, right? So don't do it today or you'll fall off the stage, all right? How are you?
I'm a man of few words, so I'll keep it short.
You're not too bad when you get going. Look, Avian's probably said it all there. I mean, you must be immensely proud of this group.
Yeah, firstly, I think the common theme there from a couple of the speeches there is thanks, and it's thanks to you guys here. I suppose as a Kildare man, you've really taken us in, 4 or 5 of the lads, even a loud man with Darren, you've taken them in, but you've just been an immense, and just want to say thanks very much for everything throughout the year. You're super.
I don't know you're a Kildare man at all after the couple of games against Kildare this year. What do you think, folks? Is he an adopted Meath man?
No,
I think so. Look, it was a brilliant year, and I know you're disappointed and, you know, full intentions of winning yesterday. But it was a great year, Shane, and, you know, there was a couple of bad defeats midway through the league, and the season could have went off the rails at that stage. It was actually the making of you, really. You went from strength to strength after that.
100%. And look, before a ball was even thrown in, and I keep saying it at the start of the year, we were doubted from other people outside our circle of even getting to a quarter final. But we've such belief in these girls. Belief is a key word that they're using as well. Vice versa in the management team for the girls, and we knew we were on to something. Yes, we had 1 or 2 bad defeats, but these girls, they're a credit to their family, their clubs. They're just such super role medals. So I just want to say thanks very much for the girls for super effort this week. I'm sorry we didn't get over the line, but I know well these girls will be back.
The future, Shane, obviously the immediate future, the under-20s won during the week, you know, another Leinster title as well. A lot of those probably will step up to the senior squad next year. Obviously you're losing a couple of massive players, but all things considered, age profile of the team and everything like that, you know, things are looking really, really positive.
Super, and just want to say well done to the under-20s the other night. That's 2 in a row, so can just give them a huge round of applause.
Your own management team, obviously, you've touched on a couple. I'm not going to... Actually, will I make them name them again, lads? What do you reckon? Will I? No.
How about bring them all
you're
over?
Allowed to turn around. They've been brilliant. You've added to it this year, obviously. You've got plenty in there. They've been superb, Shane.
They're unbelievable. Look, we brought in a couple of new lads this year. Wayne, Lee, John, Tony. They've left no stone unturned, and I just want to say thanks very much. I know the girls really appreciate their effort, but for Audrey and Mary and Packy, our kit man, huge round of applause for Packy, by the way. I hope I didn't leave anyone out, but Ross and Eugene, they have the girls, and Darren, 100%. But with Kelly Faye, she had the girls mentally ready. Eugene and Ross, they had them physically ready, tactically, the lads, and it's just been a huge team effort, and just thanks very much, guys. You're a super bunch.
You touched on the supporters as well, Shane. They've been absolutely outstanding from start to finish. They've been with every step of the way. They were there in their numbers yesterday. They were here a few weeks ago in the quarter-final, semi-final in Tullamore. I'm sure you really appreciate everything that they put in.
They're unbelievable. Like Colin said it there, 16-player. Look, just super. I suppose getting to a home quarter-final this year was massive, top in the group. And when we came out here against Tipperary, you could hear the roar, and especially down in Tullamore as well. You travel in your droves, and you've just been super. Even yesterday, I know the girls were gutted in their shells, but driving into the Arbine Hotel last night, and the crowds of people really gave the girls a lift. So thanks very much. Really appreciate that.
One more. Just finally.
Don't get me to sing.
What?
Don't get me to sing.
Next year. About next year. Obviously, you know, you've sort of laid down the gauntlet for yourselves. Can you go that one step further? You've made huge strides this year.
100%. And look, there's, 16 girls in, new girls in the last year and a half. I think 9 girls got their first senior start in All-Ireland final yesterday. The under-20s, like the future is bright for Meath Ladies football. And these girls, you know, when they get back training, whatever it is, November, December, that's their goal, to walk up those steps in the Hogan stand next year. And I know these girls will.
Well said, Shane. Thank you. Okay, folks, once again, to Shane McCormick and the management, and to the Meath Ladies, give it your huge applause. So, folks, the The management team and the ladies are going to make their way behind the dugouts here, so they're just going to walk up and there's an area cordoned off for them, and the ladies are going to kindly sign autographs and take selfies. So please, in an orderly fashion. That's enough of that. One more. We have a special visitor here first. She's up.
Can I say that?
Perfect. So we have one special visitor first that meet all the Meath ladies, and then everybody else will get their opportunity behind the dugouts. All right. So big round of applause here. Testing, yeah. Okay, folks, just before the girls get into place, can you give little Maisie a big round of applause? She just finished her chemo this afternoon in Crumlin. Huge round of applause for her. She's a real hero. I'll hand it back up to him. Guys, just before we wrap up, I'd like to thank everybody that's come here today. It's been absolutely brilliant. Thankfully, the weather's improved for us as well. Thanks to the ladies for all their cooperation. Thanks to Meath County Council who have done brilliantly. To all of our speakers, to our heroic ladies team as well. Thank you for all the support throughout the course of the year. And we'll see you again next year. Thanks, folks.